Hi there, my name is Solomon, a graphic designer, and today I'm going to take you to how to design this church flyer in Adobe Photoshop. Without further ado, let's get started. But before then, please, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share this content with your friends. Alright, so first of all, Ctrl N to open a new document. And then let's select centimeters, and I'll go for 59.5 by 42. This is A2 size in Photoshop, but I have just rotated it. So you click on create. Alright, so a new canvas is going to open in Photoshop for you. Then from here we can start developing our background. So with our background, I have these nice images that I would like to use. So I'll go to pictures, and then I have all the resources I would like to use for this project. But before then, I will make a duplicate of this. So Ctrl J to make a duplicate. Then I will double click any place here on this layer for a layer style to be open for me. Then I'll add a gradient. You guys know how much I love gradient, so I'm going to use this deep blue to a light blue gradient. So if you want to copy the color code, here is it. This is the first one. So this is the first color code. You can copy it, then close this one, double click on the second one, and this is the color code. Okay, so if you have this one, and you can also use this reverse to turn it around if you have opposite. Please, you can copy all these settings so that you can follow me easily. Alright, so we are starting the background with this one. Then from here, I'm going to add these images. So I have these images that I want to add to the background. So I will click on all of them and start to bring them. So I'll bring this one here, accept changes, click on enter to accept changes, or you can click on this mark to accept changes. Then we will have this one here, accept changes. Then I'll have this one here. So first of all, I'll add layer marks to this one. So I'll click on this to add a layer marks. With your layer marks, black conceals and white reveals. So we are going to conceal or hide this pixel. So use the square bracket on your keyboard to make it larger, and then we will paint with white. So make sure you have white as your foreground color, and we can start painting to hide those areas. Okay, so initially what we are trying to do is to blend that areas with the background. Okay, so I think it is okay for now. Then from here, I'll select this one. I'll add the same layer marks, make my brush larger using the square bracket, and then I'm going to hide this pixel so it blends in with the background as well. Okay, when you are satisfied with it, then you select the last one. So this is it. Add the layer marks to this one, and then start to blend those pixels in so that we have a nice smooth something going on with this. Okay, so when you are satisfied with it, we are going to reduce the opacity of this one to maybe 20 pixels. Okay, you see how simply it starts to blend in just by reducing the opacity. Let me go for 80 of this. Okay, so 80, just change the figures. And this one, I don't think it was able to blend in. And the blend in, we use the brush tool with the layer marks to add. So if you have a problem, you just have to select your brush tool. Make sure you have that layer selected so you can see a focus on that. That means it is selected. So if I select it, you can see the focus on this. If I select this one, you can see the focus is now on this one. Okay, so let's blend this one in. Okay, so we have reduced this one, and with this one I will change the blending mode to lighting or even screen. I think lighting is cool. And this one too, let's reduce the opacity to 30%. And one way to reduce opacity is by using the shortcut. Just click on the number that you want to reduce the opacity to. So maybe if you want to reduce to 30, you click on 3, it will move to the 30. If you want to bring it back to 100%, you click on 0. Okay, and if you want to add a number like 25, you click on 5 plus 5, 2 plus 5, so 2, then hold on the 2 here and you add 5. So let's go for 45, 4, and then I'll click on 5 and it will give me the 45. So let's go for 30. Just like this, we have the 30 as it. Then to blend this one, to make this one blend really well, we are going to add a color lookup so that all of them is going to look the same, like they are coming from the same background. So I'll select this and then I will change the loot 3D loot to soft warming, and you can see how nice this has given us. So without it and with it, so you can see it helps it to blend together. Okay, then from here we are done with the background. So I can select the top one, hold down the shift key, select the last layer. Whilst holding down the shift key, it's going to select all the layers through that series. Then from here we can click and drag this one to the folder, and we can also name it as maybe background. And if you have been enjoying my videos recently, you know that I give this one as a blue color. So if you have been able to purchase one of my PSD file, you will see I normally do this thing. Okay, then from here I'll go to my files and I'm going to add in my main pasta. So I'll click and drag this image here, click on this, commit changes to apply these changes. Please, I use the pen tool to make a selection around this image. So you can see the selection is very well done because I intentionally went through the process to achieve this one. That's why I have created a course which I have given it to you for free. I was intentionally selling the course, but I changed my mind that everyone should know this one. So I have made a series on how to use the pen tool from the start to finish with examples on each of the videos. And even though you know how to use the pen tool to make a precise selection that I have done here, you will still need to go and watch this video because it entails a lot and it is going to help you in your workflow. So I want to show you how it is for you to understand the quality content that it has been put out for you guys to go and enjoy all for free. Okay, and also please, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on this for me. It's very important to me. Please click on this like button for me. And also, if you want to comment on this video, please don't hesitate. Just come here, add a comment. When you are done, you click on send or whatever key is available for you to hit on it. Okay, I want to take you through the pen tool course for you to see it yourself. So you can see all these course is on the pen tool. Master the pen tool, master the pen tool. So you can see where it starts from. What is the pen tool? So you can see what is the pen tool, part 1, part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11 was removed by YouTube. They said I have used something that I don't have permission to use. So that one was removed. But don't worry because that content was still involving other stuff. So it's okay. I don't really have a problem with it. So please come here and you watch all these videos so that you'll be able to make a precise selection. And also guys, I have all this quality content for you to enjoy. So please make sure you come here, you watch any of the videos and you share it with your friends. And anytime you watch a video, please make sure you like the video. Comment below for me to see you are there. And if you want to join my graphic design group, I have a group where creative people like you, we all come together to share our knowledge. If you have some project that you are working on it, you can, when you immediately you are done, you post it there for a comment to be made around for you, so that you can correct those mistakes before we move forward. Okay, so from here I'll add a layer mask to this image, and I'm going to blend this one with the background as we always do. Okay, so usually this layer masking does really amazing thing. It help you to stay undistractive, like eraser. When you erase something and you continue working on your project, and maybe you see that you want to bring some parts of the image in with the eraser tool, you can't do that, but the layer masks give you a great option which you can always come back by. Using the help with the help of the brush tool, you swap this one to white, then when you paint on it, it reveals those pixels that we hided. Okay, then from here, with our image added, we can start to bring in our text. Okay, so I have already typed in this text over here to help me to speed my work. So with the help of the text tool, I'm going to just select it and then paste in the content. So Ctrl V to paste, and then let me make the tracking 0. Click on OK. Let's see if the tracking is 0. I don't think it is. Let's make it 0. And I will enlarge this one a bit here. So this is it. And let me give this one a little bit interval. So let's go for maybe 30. And you can make it as larger as you want, but in case for me, I am okay with it. Next, with the help of my already typed content, I'll copy this, and then with the help of my text tool, Control A, just click on T, then paste and make it as large as you want it. So I think something like this is okay. Then I can select these two layers, and I'll get the options when you are on the move tool to align this one to the center. Next, I'll bring in my text, and then with the help of my text tool, click on T for it. Then let's make this one very big. And then I'll place this one here. Give it a little bit of interval. Not too much, but little interval is going to work. Okay. So I'll select both of them and align all of these in straight, just like this. Then from here, I'm going to apply a gradient on this one. So double click on here to open the layer style. Then go to gradient overlay, and we are going to use this gradient that I have here. Okay, so if you want to copy this, let me open up for you to see. So we have this one here. You can copy that, and let's see the other one also. So click on this and you can just open it from here, and please, you can copy this color code. Okay, make sure you copy the sentence if you want to be on the same page with me. Click on OK to accept changes, so we can select both of them. Make it a little bit larger if you want, and let's bring this one a little bit closer. Okay, next I'll go to my files, and I have this lens flare I would like to use. I'll click and drag this one here, and boom. So this is the effect that we have for the lens flare. So I'm going to change this one to screen. So just hold down Shift Alt and click on S to screen, and this is the effect that we have. So we or you can come here and you select blending options and you choose screen or whatever works for you. But in my case, screen or linear dodge works fine, so let's choose linear dodge. And boom, this is what we have. And also I need a guide to place these images, so I'll draw a rectangle shape like this. Okay, wait for it to load, then click on this, and then from here we are going to make a duplicate. So with a duplicate, hold down the shift key and click and drag to make your duplicate. Then let's go again, select both of them, click and drag to make the duplicate. Okay, so just like this. If you think they are not the same, you can select all of them and then you click on this so that it is going to be the same. Then let me click and drag this one a little bit here, so this way I know how it is going to be done. Then from here I'll select all of them and reduce opacity to maybe 10%. So let's go for 10%. Then with my lens flare, I'm going to place this one here, and you take your time to align this one. Then from here I'm going to add my first image. So here we go. I'll click and drag this image here just like this. You can make it big as you want, but I think small like this is okay. You click on enter to accept changes. Alright, so from here we are going to make a mask on this so that we are going to remove those pixels or those places that we don't want. So with the help of the shape that we made earlier, so this is the shape, but first of all add a layer mask to this image. Then we will come here, then with the thumbnail of the first layer that we made. So let me bring this one here so that you know what I'm talking about. So this is the first rectangle we made. Okay, so what we are going to do right now is to hold down Control on PC or Command on the Mac. Then we will click on this thumbnail to make a selection. So you can see the selection is on this one. So let me zoom in for you to see. We have a selection around this. Okay, then we are going to invert the selection. So we can go to select and then invert. Okay, so you have made the selection in other way around. Okay, then from here we can select this one. So you can see the inverse. We are now selecting pixels outside that. Then we are going to paint in here. Okay, so with the help of the brush tool, layer masks always work with the brush tool. Reduce the size of your brush using the square bracket. Then we can paint these ones out, but here is white and this one is white, so let's swap it because white conceals. Then we can paint this one off. Okay, and then let's hide these pixels that we don't need. Okay, so we can also paint this one a little bit off. Okay, then when you are okay with it, you come and you deselect the selection. Then let's paint this one, let's blend this one in with the background. Okay, so with this one we are going to hide this because we don't need that one again. All right, so with the next one, select the next shape, go to your document, and then let's bring in the next image. You can see the selection, or I have already made this one on that one, but the first one was perfect example on what I did exactly. So no problem, I'm going to make this one a little bit large so that it's not in line. So add the layer mask first to your image, then we are going to make the selection. Hold down Control on PC, Command on the Mac, then you click on this one to make the selection. Invert it by going to select inverse, and the shortcut is Control Shift I. Okay, so let's try the shortcut. Control. So first of all, you click on the control, make the selection, Control Shift I to invert it. Then we are going to paint the pixels that we don't want. So we don't want here, and we don't want here as well. Okay, when you are done, Control D to deselect, and then still we are going to paint some of this one out because we want it to be blended with the background. When you are done, you hide the layer beneath it. Then we can click and drag this one here. So let me bring the lens flare on top. So I will just select both of them, click and drag them all the way up, and boom, we have this effect. Okay, so this is how it works. The person who told me to make a video on it, this is how it works. Okay, next I'll select the next shape, go to files, and then let me bring in this image. So let's go for this one. Let's make it a little bit large. Okay, so when you are okay with how it is positioned, we are going to make the selection, but before that, add layer mask to the image. Then hold down the Control on PC, Command on Mac to make a selection, Control Shift I to invert the selection, or you can go to select and you click on inverse. When you are done, you just have to select your brush tool. Shortcut is B, or you can just come here, you select your brush tool, you paint up the places you don't want with the black as a fill color, and it is going to hide those pixels. Then from here, you go to select and you click on deselect. Then we are going to paint these pixels off. Then from here, we can hide this rectangle, and boom, we have this effect. So let me copy this lens flare also here. So I'm just holding down the shift key. Let me do it again. So you click on Alt and you add a shift so that it will be in straight line to make your duplicate. So I'm quickly going to add the last one because we have all went through the process together. So when you are done, you just have to add your lens flares, and boom, you use your arrow keys to place them. Then I'll double click on the hand tool to fit everything to screen. And this is what we have now. How pretty this one looks like. Okay, so all that you have to do is to add their names and add the contact info as well. Okay, so we are going to add the date over here. So when you draw a rectangle just like this, then with your properties, if you don't have it, go to window and you are going to see property, open it, and then we are going to have this. Then we can corner these areas just like this. Then afterwards, you break the unit so that we can turn one of the side to 0 and see the effect that we have. So all of these places cornered, but except this one corner. So I want to increase it again to maybe, let's go for around 60. Let me see the effect. 60 looks okay, but let me still make it like 80, and then I can ununite this one and turn this one to 0. Okay, then from here I'm going to add this gradient effect that I have over here. So I'll just copy this one to copy style and then paste the style over here. Then I'll draw another shape where I'm going to input my time. So paste the same layer style on it. Then my venue is going to come here. So I'll open this one. I have my venue. With the help of the text tool, I can paste in the venue just like this. So this is the venue. So quickly, just like this, you can add all your information that you want them to be on the flyer. So this one is easy, that's why I'm not taking all the time in the world just to explain this place for you. So just like this, you can just okay, so from here we can add the names of the pastors. So I'll quickly put their names together and boom, you'll be done for the video. Alright, so thank you very much. This is the final look of the church flyer. I thank everyone who spent his or her time to watch all the way from the beginning to the end. Thank you very much, and please, if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button, like the video, and share with your friends. And lastly, please make sure you leave a comment below on what you want me to work next for you guys. I'm a little bit free now, so I'll be able to create more content for you guys. And please, I also need financial support. My machine is at the edge of collapsing, so we need to buy another one. Please visit Paasolo Creations shop and purchase one of these templates. I will leave a link in the description below where you will have access to download any PSD file that you want to get it from Paasolo Creation shop. So the shops are two, which if you are anywhere you can get a PSD file from us, or if you are in Ghana you can pay through Momo, or if you are in Africa you can choose the second shop where you can also pay through mobile money. So here is the first shop. So when you open the description, come here, you like the video, you subscribe, then you leave a comment. Then when you come here, check out online shop. We have the first shop and we have the second shop. So this is how the second shop look like. So if you're in Ghana, you can just pay with your mobile money. You get this template. It is very well organized and very easy to use. Get this PSD file to help this channel. And this is the second one. You can get PSD file from us at anywhere that you want. You just have to maybe pay through PayPal or pay through your card, a debit card or a credit card. Any of them works fine. Okay, so thank you very much. See you in the next video. We love you and keep creating.